Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo,
Yo. Everybody in?
Yeah.
we're here.
All right. Welcome back. We're back again. It's another night of your boys from the Caribbean. Island Boys Football Talk. You know how we do it. It's strictly football. Football season is back and in full effect. And you got your boys ready to talk some football. We got K Jizzle in the building representing the Philadelphia Eagles. We got C Money in the building representing the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm Shridi representing the Carolina Panthers. What's good, everybody? How's life in Philadelphia, San Fran?
We good. We good.
Oh, we okay. We okay.
Pretty good.
We okay.
I mean, we cooking now. The hat is on, so we cooking. So everything looks good so far with all of us. The last time we been on the show, well, we had some joint practices, and then we had the second preseason game, the joint practice, and then preseason game number 2. I know my starters didn't play in the preseason game, but like joint practice
I think all
was
of us
thing.
started playing these
All of the
preseason.
starters didn't play, right? More than
Yeah.
likely. But I know this week was very important for the joint practices with other teams. Most of the starters got their work in the joint practices.
Right.
So, and now we on to our third and final preseason game before the
And I think
rosters.
we got another joint practice coming up again too. With
You
another
guys
team.
got we don't have
We
any
got,
more joint practice. You
we got
sure?
one. Yeah, we got one
You
coming
got
up.
one? Okay. Well, I know me and Shane ain't got any
Yeah, we done with that.
anymore. Yeah, I know our starters will play in the preseason game.
We get
But after
serious. We break out the playbook now. They got
yeah, cause now after that, rosters gotta go down to 53. So there's a lot of big decisions coming down after that. Probably next week we'll talk about the roster breakdown because by the time we come back on, all the preseason games done. So we'll talk about our rosters next week. But we'll start with Jizzle like usual. What's been going on in Philly for the past week?
Just probably the rumor. I think Shane brought up to me the other day that they're looking to with the trade between Jalen Rake and what's his name, the dude from the Bronx,
carrying what?
Kerry Munt.
Oh,
So that was a rumor that was out there for a little bit. Don't know if it's gonna happen. Would like it. Would like it to happen.
and they ain't trading Hunt so easy. Hunt more valuable than Riga.
Exactly. So
I wouldn't do that in Cleveland. Or if I'm doing that, you gotta give me Riga with some
if I was
competition.
Cleveland, I ain't doing that neither because you're gonna need that second running back to help out part of your running game because
I mean, they playing the Panthers week 1, so they ain't gonna get much done anyhow. They gonna get stifled anyhow. But go ahead.
but that's about it. As for rumors, um, with the joint practices, they said that Devontae Smith was a beast. It couldn't cover him. Ward, Greedy Williams, or whoever, Newsome, or whoever those guys are, couldn't cover Devontae Smith. Only thing is that Hart couldn't get him the ball in the end zone. I think there was a report that Hart connected with him on a deep pass, but it was shot over the touchdown, which means that Hart is still on the throwing his ball. So we'll see. Which means that he's still not getting the ball deep down the field, or deep enough down the field. So that's another thing again. Um, he was looking good on the short passes, but wasn't looking too good on deep passes. He connected a few times with AJ Brown as well. I mean, the offense looked pretty good connected with Dallas Goddard. So that's pretty much what it was. I mean, you didn't see much in. They didn't play in the preseason game. Saw some good things from Camp Joggins. He's gonna be a good center to come. The backup offensive line is okay, but it's second string, so you can't take too much strain from there anyway. So Minch look good. The receivers look good. I think Quez played in that game. He looked good.
I
Vega
mean, you
looked
got
good.
you got that deep threat, the Olympic runner.
The Olympic runner, the Devin Allen. But
Yeah.
he's just a one trick pony because he can't run a route.
Well,
He just run straight.
he could run past everybody there. Put that in.
That's okay, but how he gonna be able to get him the ball though? That's the thing.
That's another
Hot
thing.
Hot won't be able to get him the ball. I mean,
we were watching. I think Shane, you went somewhere. Come back.
yeah,
And
we were watching that game.
yeah, and we were watching the game, and the guy let bomb down the field.
Right, and reads the net. The touching quarterback was able to get the ball on the field in stride. You know what I mean?
Good show, good show for the touchdown.
Everything. You know what I mean? And it was effortless.
Both of us came to the conclusion that Hoss wasn't trying that ball along there for sure.
Exactly, accurately and in stride. So that's I mean, we'll see, cause we'll see week one. We will see week one, cause there will be plays to be made, cause you have the talent right now around him. So we'll see. But I mean, on the defensive side, second string, third string, there's this guy by the name of Carey Vincent Jr. They need to cut him like right now. Cut him. They should have cut him yesterday. Because he suck. He can't he can't second string or third string, he can't play. Other than the Job guy from Alabama who we got in the I think it was in sixth round. He looks good. He's probably gonna be our fifth corner, most likely fourth corner. He's not gonna go above Avante Maddox, but he's gonna be our fourth corner. Zach McPherson, I ain't too sure about him. He was our third round pick last year. He looks okay, but Job, our sixth round pick, looks a lot better than he does, technique wise. Nakobe Dean looks good. Made a few plays. I would like to see him make an impact play though, like read the quarterback eyes, pick off a ball or something like that. You know what I mean? Make an impact type of play. Jordan Davis.
Give him some time.
I'm gonna give him some time. I know he's still trying to learn the defense and stuff like that. But I would still like to see him make an impact type of play. Davion Taylor looked like he's actually getting a full understanding of football now. I think this is because when he was in college, he only played like 1 year football, came in, you know what I mean, fresh, didn't play much his first year, didn't play much his second year, you know what I mean? Now he's actually getting the hang of the playbook and actually know where to be on the football field and stuff like that. So he's playing fast and he's playing smart. So that's good. But other than that, safety-wise, I didn't see much. I mean, you can't really tell much from a preseason game because the quarterback on the other side suck as well. Other than what's his name, who run up and down on the field all day. The quarterback, backup quarterback, not third string quarterback for the Browns.
I know Rosen. Who the other one was?
I forgot his name.
Oh, Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs. He just run up non-stop. But other than that, but our third string defense is horrible. Tell you that.
Well, a lot of third stringers, if they make the team, they make the team for special teams.
Right.
So it ain't like you're going to put them as CB cornerback number 1 or something like that. Probably get a snap or two, unless it's injuries. But most third string people, they try to make the special teams.
Right, exactly.
I ain't putting them out there on my team. I'll tell you that for sure.
All right. But other than that, I mean, Cam Joggins was the one who actually caught my eye. He was able to pull, I mean, get up the field. I mean, maul the linebackers and stuff like that. He's Jason Kelsey. I can't say Jason Kelsey 2.0, but he's gonna be the next Jason Kelsey. He's not as fast and probably not athletic as Jason Kelsey, but he might be close to Jason Kelsey. So,
wow.
That was a good pick. That was
big shoes to fill.
I ain't gonna lie, but Jason Kelsey was the one who told him to pick that guy. So
okay, so he probably saw something in him.
Right, and so he looks good. He looked good.
All right, so things looking good in Philly for now. Who's your final preseason game against?
The Dolphins.
And you say you got a joint practice.
Joint practice against the Dolphins. I could be wrong, but I think we have a joint practice against the Dolphins.
Could be. I know most teams don't have joint practice on that whole thing, but probably you guys you get to face Cheetah and Waddle and Tua.
The proclaimed best cornerback tandem in the NFL.
Oh, you saw it. You saw the stats. Stats don't lie, baby.
Yeah, that's what an Eagle reporter is. I don't know.
No, but it's Pro Football Focus stats. He ain't gonna lie.
No. no. K, they you gotta the AFC. They gotta go against them AFC opponent. KG, them no KG gotta go against the Redskins and Giants twice a week. I mean twice a season. Of course, your stats gonna look good.
Ain't my fault we in that division. It ain't my fault. What's it the Shaka say? It ain't my fault.
I
But
like thing that.
yeah, we do have joint practices against with the Dolphins the 24th and 25th. And the preseason game is the 27th.
Okay, so Phil is looking good. I mean they're playing to win. That team is constructed, and as we'll go on when the season starts, it hinges on how Jalen Hurts look. And we'll get into that when the season starts some more.
Gonna be some headaches, I tell you that.
But we'll see how everything goes for now. We kick it out west to Trey Lance and those boys over there. What you got for us? What you got for us, Sheen, from Oak San Fran?
Um, still no big news. No. We got a couple of guys coming back from injury, practicing for the first time. We got E-Man coming back. We got Eric Armstead coming back. So those guys should be able to play week 3 if Shanahan decides to. We think he can play most of the starters week 3. So we ain't seen any of the starters really week 2. So we just see some starters week 3. I think probably for 2 quarters, maybe get that rhythm going, start to feel the flow.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our starters, like 90% of our starters ain't played the whole preseason. Or defense for sure, I know that for a fact. None of our starting linebackers played. None of the starting corners played, but because they were injured, basically. And none of the starting safeties played.
But you guys got some time in your joint practices though.
Oh yeah, they play
Yeah.
heavy in joint practice. All the games in joint practice was the first time.
How are they looking?
Dominate from the reporters, the defense dominated the Vikings basically. Nobody could stop Nick Bosa. Our front line has started to look like what it's supposed to look like. And the offense did well. The offense was equal to Minnesota's defense. So it was a good practice for us. I ain't gonna say about Minnesota, but it was good for us. And so I feel good about that. At least with the first stringers, they are running. We ain't getting no injuries. A couple standouts from the move. They say we might have found 2 gems from the draft class in Burford, who was rookie right guard. He leaped everybody, and now he's playing with the first string team, the first string offensive line. Yeah, I mean, there ain't much to say because we really ain't had nobody right guard.
I was just gonna say, you think it's more that he wanted, or it's just he ain't got much to compete against?
I keep it real. That's my biggest fear in the line. So if you don't got nobody to keep in that position, all of a sudden you jump up, you could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be 50-50, right? We don't know which way we're going to go. We're going to see week 1 against the Bears how we handle it.
Everything.
Center still, I can't even talk about center. And then they are impressed with Jackson, but they're really, really impressed with Gray, Danny Gray.
Yeah.
I think he gonna leapfrog. It's gonna be tight for that third wide receiver spot. I think him and Juwan Jennings fighting for that third wide receiver spot. I like Juwan because he's a big body possession receiver.
I know I saw somebody say that Gray could be a dark ass candidate in a lot of these fantasy things. So people probably got them eyes up on this Gray.
So you're right. You gotta look at he's a big wide receiver, a lot of speed, and you got Trey Lance with that big arm.
Right.
Now, if you play in the 49ers and they come out with a few wide receiver set, and you got Ayuk, Debo, Gray, who you double teaming?
So you're leaving Gray gonna get Gray's the one that should be able to.
Most likely Gray gonna be running a streak or a deep slant. And this is then again. I go back and keep saying, all the time we've been talking. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see how the defenses are going to play the 49ers this year. You cannot play us 8 in the box this year. Cannot. And the run game can still be our big threat, but we're gonna be able to go over the top with the big arm quarterback that we have now.
Double team Kittle play man. Leave Lance beat you. He young, he's a rookie. This is his first year playing. That's what my game plan would be.
See,
Like,
I think the key gonna be how well that line hold up.
Right,
As
true.
we watching the line all the time. We been on all the shows we talk about the importance of that line. The line in, you don't have Lake and Tomlinson, those guys no more.
right,
Especially the interior line. The interior line is a bunch of persons there.
Alex
We,
Mackey then.
right, we wouldn't put them on paper and say I feel 100% about this. I mean, you
Right.
got Trent Williams, but he can't play our five positions.
right.
I thought McGlinchey was good until I see him Madden rating, so I don't know what I'm doing with McGlinchey. But those are two names that you know could hold up.
But that's
As we were
defense,
talking about, we don't know the ones in the inside.
right? So
And
you got a second year player playing left guard, Aaron Banks. He's a beast. He's a massive dude. But again, he's
mhm,
a second year player.
right,
Center, we got some new names playing center. Brendel or Bronski. We don't know what happened yet. Mad rating 59, 55.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. You
Wow.
got
Wow.
right guard, you got Burford, who's a rookie. He's another massive dude. He's been playing very impressive in preseason. And must say, I watched a couple. I went and actually after they made the comment, I went back and look at film and look at some videos. He's a body mover. He's a
mhm.
move. You know what I'm saying? Even when he get beat, he actually pushed the dude and laid on him in the backfield. That's fine in Danny, but again, I still got to remember interior when you got to deal with the likes of Aaron Donald and
Exactly,
you know
exactly.
JJ Watt, them kind of people. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing. Can they hold up in the middle to leave Trey Lance step up into the pocket, or will he have to always
Be
move
rolling out. No,
side to side, right, rotating out?
you know, if I Trey Lance and I playing, I got a big trend on my left side. I rolling left every freaking play.
Uh-huh.
But nobody see.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I rolling left automatically. But we gonna see. I mean, I'm gonna really pay attention to this week coming up game or week
Who you
3,
guys playing?
the Texans.
Well, they're underrated defense. We'll see how the inside holds up.
So I expect my line to dominate, right? And I'm gonna look for that holes. I'm gonna look for the weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens. I still think our weakest link is gonna be our center. Um, but we'll see. Kyle seen something in Grendel that I didn't see. I mean, I ain't seen him get beat. I ain't seen him get manhandled. But it's just I don't know if he can handle the likes of them big defensive tackles that we have to play against.
Hmm.
You know, we play in the AFC West now.
And
Yeah,
then the center is very important because he and the quarterback gotta be in tandem. They gotta be working in tandem.
Mhm.
He gotta call out the protections as well. He makes the adjustments
so
on the
the
line.
so the good thing is that all year last year, that center who's starting now is the same center that Trey Lance been working with at the second team. So they
Mm.
have the chemistry.
Okay. So
They have
there's some type of continuity there.
right. They have that continuity. They have that chemistry coming. Trey Lance on the bench. That's the center. He wasn't practicing with Alex Mack. He was practicing with Brendel.
Right.
Right.
So they have that chemistry. It's just if Brendel can play that position 17 games in a season, and that's the biggest question mark on the finals right now. The offense is the biggest question mark in the preseason. He had practice yesterday. He threw 3 picks.
Oh.
You're playing against a top.
I don't take too much into it because in
In
our practices too we got some, but the offense never does really showing because if your defense good.
right, and my thing too is like people. Oh God, Trey Lance threw 3 picks. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know what the coaches having Trey Lance do.
That's
Hey,
true.
try this. Hey, try that. See how this work out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if they're running the actual real deal offense or they're just trying stuff to open up the playbook, see how the defense can react, and defense can react however.
And also they seen how Trey Lance react too.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Like I say, and I'm gonna say it again. That year we went to a bowl, 2019. Jimmy G threw 10 picks in preseason. In practice, I'm sorry, in practice, and everybody like, oh God, here we go, Jimmy G threw 10 picks. But we end up to a bowl. So he young. You know what I mean? He young, he raw. He gonna learn. He can only learn with the snaps. He looked good in the first game, in the first series that he played. We can see how he looked in the third game, in the week 3 game. Other than
Yeah.
that, I ain't really got nothing. This defense is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, our defense solid. Kinlaw, Kinlaw has been playing every preseason game, and I was wondering why if they don't trust him or not, but it's because they're trying to get him back up to 100%. Working on that knee, making sure that knee don't stiff up. He coming off of ACL, right? He played
Yeah.
well in week 2. He had 2 sacks and I think 3 quarterback pressures, which he should because you're number one starter playing against the second and third string.
Mm.
That's the game that they really wanted to see from him. He should have been the dominant force, and he was. He was pushing the middle, forcing Kellen Mond to not make a lot of stupid mistakes. So other than that, I got some good guys like he said. I got some good guys on my team. They should be getting pink slips right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a cornerback over there named Holman. He can't hold a nothing. He can't hold a glass of water playing cornerback. He just need to lead. Everybody the
But
money.
the one thing we know with these rosters here, we gonna have a lot of turnover after that third preseason game done. The rosters going down to 53 men,
Yeah.
but also most rosters will go down to about 49 because they will pick up people off waiver.
Yeah.
So we know they're still gonna have some turning at the bottom of the roster. Some people might pick up starters because we usually see some surprise cuts that we didn't expect. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Right.
That's true.
So
The big rumor is that Seattle is sitting waiting for us to release Jimmy. At
right.
this
So
point, at this point, I don't see us keeping Jimmy because he has not practiced with us. He doesn't have the playbook. There's no point of keeping him on the roster.
but you really think it changed that much last year? The people changed that last year to this year?
Yeah,
You think it changed much?
yeah. I think you insert Trey Lance. So a lot of things that were catered for Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna be there no more. If he come
They
back,
just adding more. They're just adding
right,
more
yeah,
details.
Just add more stuff to
we
it.
might be able to pull him in and say, okay, Jimmy, these players from what you know, run them. Yeah,
But
he will run.
I think about it. I guarantee players that are runs set up for Trey Lance, they wouldn't have Jimmy do those plays.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They ain't gonna have Jim. So if your situation was to come that Trey Lance got injured, Jimmy still on the roster, we gotta think. I think it's an easy transition because they don't know what they got in Jimmy. They don't know what they could do and what they can do. The plays they got running for Trey Lance, of course, they'll never ask Jimmy to run those plays. He
And
doesn't have the physical traits like Trey Lance.
and as sad as it is for me to say, I think they've already moved on. I think that
They have.
I think the team is comfortable with Sudfeld and Brock Purdy being the number 2 and number 3
It's
quarterbacks.
it's a cheaper investment as well.
But also a team like
that,
that, a team like that that's ready to win.
I know.
I wasn't giving up Jimmy so easy. No. He would have had a sucky teeth and
Or sit on them.
and yeah, because one bad injury to Trey Lance, you like you say, you're putting it into Sudfeld. But my issue is that team ready to win.
And like Jed York said, he ain't no fan of getting rid of Jimmy too quick.
Exactly, because he also knows that one bad injury to Trey Lance, Jimmy comes in and we got our playbook for Jimmy. The team don't really take a step down.
So my thing is that means we're going in with 4 quarterbacks. So
I don't think so. I still think they're gonna cut him.
They don't cut Jimmy.
I still think so.
There's
But
no way you carry 4 quarterbacks on that roster.
I
Opening
still
day.
think we might get a surprise trade coming up here week 3, week 4. I still think so. I really don't think that Seattle sold on Geno Smith.
Impossible. Nobody who would be sold on Geno Smith.
In what happened?
He get COVID. He get COVID, so he missed his start.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He got
And
cancer.
Seattle look like trash playing with Geno Smith.
Pete
Trash.
Carroll is not there to do no rebuild. I can guarantee that he's staying. He ages, so he's staying there no rebuild. And he don't want. He waiting to do something because ain't no way I going into the season and say I am 100% confident that Geno Smith will lead me to the playoffs. Never. I ain't doing that.
And then you know what I'm saying? It's like you still got the Browns, even though that's a funny situation out there with the Browns still, but you still have the Browns.
I think they're stuck with Jacoby Brissett.
I don't think they're gonna trade for Jimmy.
They trade with Jimmy. They stuck with Jacoby Brissett.
They'll deal with him because it's still a funny situation. Because I mean, Brissett ain't as bad as like, Brissett. He's not Gino or one of them. He
Right.
had good success as little starts and so and thing. He just couldn't carry the Colts as far as they wanted him. But I'm sure he could with the run game that they got and those stuff. They leaning on Brissett to do stuff. I mean, they got run into a rude awakening week one. Because when we get our hands on Brissett, he might be Briss done. But he ain't everybody that could be weak.
I hope.
Hey,
No, we go alright. We go alright. I want that.
hey, if they're losing, but come on.
No,
Hey, that come on if they lose.
I can't see us losing. I can't.
What time these Panthers play? My game is
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. I cannot see us. We cannot lose. I can't see how we gonna lose.
I can't watch the game with Jake. I gotta watch my game. I want to.
You 1 o'clock too? Oh yeah, you playing in Chicago.
Yeah.
But you don't have to watch my game. You can hear about it.
I think all our games 1 o'clock.
Yo, you 1 o'clock too? But a lot of damn nice this started
A
come.
lot of nice 1 o'clock. That's good, guys. Come 4 o'clock into the night time, we all calm down by then.
I gotta be drunk.
Till I'm sure replay. Till I'm sure replay.
I gotta be drunk.
So yeah, I mean everything right now. Capacet out there in San Fran, we chilling. Week 3 coming in. We get back a lot of our starters coming in for week 3. So we're gonna see the first string guys play some game, and I expect total dominance again. You know, I gotta do this one here for all the haters. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it for all the haters.
Oh lad, you gonna say something about Mac KG.
What he do?
He had a turnover in week 3. That's 3 turnovers
In week 3.
I mean week 2. He had a turnover. He got a forced fumble and a punt return. Man,
And a punt return. Feel like he shut. So why I say he shut down the punter?
that's a turnover machine.
Eh,
He gonna soon turn over and see that he not the 49ers. That's why he gonna see.
I thought you're going to see he locked down a receiver.
I thought so too. No, he gonna got his making name on special teams.
That's the thing. No, listen to me now. The man done bumped the Denard the spot. So he's already dominant in the nickel. So he's basically a first string.
I got
So
KG, mark my word.
so the
Mark my word. Week 3 and 4, you're gonna hear Shane say, yeah, we on the market looking for a slack quarterback.
so
He's a rookie, right?
He really play in the rotation in week 2 because he's regarded as a first stringer right now.
Wow, they got him up there. Well, sir.
We had Lenore and Ambry Thomas playing starting corners.
So when he goes against the Gray and the
When he gonna go against Cooper Cup in the slot?
You could bet that. Locked up.
Wow.
oh god,
KD said locked up.
Locked up.
oh my lord.
2 pick. 2 pick. Hey.
If anybody else that watch our show think that Mac is this top thing, you guys could always message us and join the show.
Hey.
Or if you want to talk to Shane about his mental stability, you could also call in and see the talk at us with the show too. Because
I got buy 2 of your jersey. Womack the third.
I think after the season done, we may need to put you in therapy because you may lose it.
I done tell you, week 4, I got here Shane here. What's the latest San Fran? Well, we on the market looking for a slot corner. It coming. It coming.
I gotta give my boy Womack some respect, eh? That's a sick man.
I ain't saying he bad, but the way you got him, he done Jalen Ramsey. I don't know about that.
We're playing these Panthers.
You tell me week 5. Oh no, you ain't locking down Troy Smith and DJ Moore. Sorry, stop that.
Lock on them. 4 or 5 p.m. week 5. Lock them.
I want to see this matchup. I want to see this Womack.
I know this Womack. He know Khalil Mack, I'll tell you that. So I don't know about this Womack he got here.
I get all kind of trade rumors with this damn Kareem Hunt. None of them saying he got back to the Chiefs.
You know, like I say, you got a lot of roster turnover still to come. A lot of that roster turnover don't always be just releasing. You know, a lot of trades that happen when the final cut don't come too.
Yeah.
A lot of persons go with trades and so we expect to see some stuff gonna happen. I know. I don't think it'll happen. You gotta cut by the 30th of August. Next week's show
Next week
is next week
Tuesday.
show next week Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or next week
So
Wednesday. Next week. No, next week Tuesday. Yeah.
next week Tuesday. So next show we're gonna go through a lot of the rosters and our teams and a lot of the movement because the teams will have to be down to 53 by Tuesday afternoon. So when we get on the show,
Ain't gonna be. Mine ain't gonna be in. Cause I'm at West Coast. So
okay, but I mean more than likely you can still see most of the majority stuff done,
Right.
and then you'll still have your little one or two transactions coming in. But next week's show we'll get into a lot of how we look at the rosters, what we think, we think is all set. I know Matt Rule in his press conference said he wants to keep his 53-man roster as close as possible without any major turnover, barring any injuries. So some persons like to keep the 53-man roster as close as it is on week one, and some have to go through the turnover process. That's gonna happen. But we're gonna see a lot of turnover coming in. So everything outside of that is cool in San Fran.
yeah, we good. We good. Getting back, guys. Like I said, the only major injuries we really had, well, we had a big one all the up with one of the tackles who had Tehi bicep. But other than that, we just had a couple hammies and the groin and stuff like that. So we signed Gibson. We signed Gibson
Yeah, I know he's signed the safety who played 12 games for Chicago last year.
yeah, because Jimmy Ward questionable with a bad hammy. So we think he can miss.
How bad the ham is it? How bad the ham
But
is?
hammy is an aggravating thing. It won't go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Depends on
saying?
what grade what type of grade of a ham it is.
It was significant enough that from the time he get it week one, let me say he can miss the week one and season. So that's full for him.
Yeah.
Who?
Jimmy Ward.
Oh, okay.
So and we don't have that much depth at safety. So I think bringing on Gibson is kind of good. Um, so we looking all right. We looking all right. We should be all right.
Okay, so I mean we'll get some more in-depth stuff next week when we come back on the show from San Fran. And we switch it over to what Carolina area code is 704. I think that's it. We'll switch it over to the 704. Basically in Carolina you got good news and bad news. Good news, we all expected it, but Baker has been named the starting quarterback for week one. I mean, it wasn't a surprise, but they had an even competition. Sam had his chance to do it, and they said Sam didn't really capitalize. Baker was in the lead from Ole. He took command of the offense. We expected it. Now let's see how he does. He's expected to play the whole first quarter on Friday against the Bills. Our whole first team, offense and defense, is playing the first quarter.
You playing a bit against the Josh?
I mean, we got Brian Big Dick Bones, J.C. Han, Jeremy Chin, KG partner. I don't know. And then we got some rookies out there: Brandon Smith, Amari Bano, Derek Brown. But we might end Josh Allen's career. They're gonna pull Josh Allen after the first series.
KG, give
And
me the laugh. Give me the laugh, KG.
and then on offense, when Chef Baker cook up he breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the score might be 21-0 by 5 minutes left in the first quarter. So I don't know.
Me,
I hope we don't have I hope we
me,
don't have fire that chef, you
won't
know.
come end of the season.
No, the chef good.
Drunk
No,
in the
chef good. Chef good. So like I say, it's good news is as in Baker is taking reports of Carolina is he's very in tune with he's motivated now. He comes in like 5 a.m. every day. He has a different energy now that he's out of Cleveland.
Not tipping his shoulder, no.
Not really, but I mean, no. When you're in a new environment, changes happen for the best sometimes.
It's also when you get rejected by the team that drafted you first overall too.
And
Also,
Kind of humble him a little bit.
commercials. How about the commercials? He stopped.
when he really say humble, he said he was hot.
I ain't see a commercial. I ain't seen him do one commercial since he leave.
But my thing, no, progress. He done with that. He's done with that.
That
The,
kill me. That's the
no, the only progression we want is the progression of the offense. But again, this was a question that we used to talk about earlier in our shows in a few months ago, before, like during the off season. Which team out there in the NFL would not try to get Deshaun Watson? He just gotta understand that Deshaun Watson was a better quarterback.
Okay.
About half the league would have tried to get Deshaun Watson over them quarterback. That's just how it is. You think if Houston had called the Eagles and say, I want to offer Deshaun Watson, they would have said, no, we got Jalen Hurts? No. That's just how it is. So, I mean, Cleveland went about it wrong with him, as in they didn't like give him no heads up or nothing. They just do it. So he was hot. But you can't be too hot there. They upgraded their quarterback position with Deshaun Watson. Let's just be fair. But we also upgraded ours over Sam Darnold too.
true.
And as long as he plays with himself, we can do stuff. Factors got to happen for Carolina to be good. McCaffrey got to stay healthy. Baker got to play within himself, and the offensive line got to hold up, which I think it will. So we just got to look at that for now. But I want to see it's a good test on Friday. We'll get a good test. If none of you guys, other teams playing, all of us watching Chef Baker cook on Friday.
We gonna watch that game.
Yeah, we're going to watch Chef Baker cook. So, first team is about to play a quarter, both on offense and defense, which will be good. And the sad part of it, the sad news in Carolina, Matt Corral suffered a very bad Lisfranc injury, and his season is done. It's a tough loss for the rookie, even though it was a red shot kind of year for him. At least he could have gotten in reps in practice and everything, but I looked up some more info on Lisfranc injuries, and when you do surgery on a Lisfranc injury, it takes also a year to fully heal. So he has a long process of healing, and like I said, it's tough for him, but that's part of the game. Someone step on your foot during the preseason game against the Patriots. Just step on your foot, and then you had a Lisfranc injury. So it was severe enough to be out for the season, which is a tough blow, but we'll see how he comes along. They still got him in the plans to be the quarterback for the future. But I mean, he gotta heal this, he gotta heal now. But outside of that, the two quarterbacks, everything else, not bad. Everything else looking good. We named our starting offensive line, which I'm satisfied with. Only thing is we're gonna go through some growing pains with Big Icky on the left side. He as our coordinator say, he'll block out the sun. He's a run blocker. But Lord Jesus, them nearly kill he on the pass blocking. They see the picture. He could pass block. The problem is he could pass block power rushers.
Right.
Speed rushers, he don't set his feet and his hands right. It's a technique thing which they're working on. So you're gonna get your growing pain. When he run block, he stifle you. When you power rush him, he stifle you because he's big and strong. But speed, he don't play his pad level right. His feet don't be set right. He try to grasp him like a power rusher and then just beat you with speed. So we saw that against the Patriots. But Icky is the left tackle. Wade Christensen is left guard. Bradley Bozeman from the Ravens is the center. Austin Carbon from the Rams is the right guard, and Taylor Moton is our right tackle. I'm very much more pleased with that than years of past. So we're looking good. Defense, we lean on the defense this year. So we're looking good on the defense as well. But the main news of Carolina is strictly the quarterback news that Sammy D. It looked like during Sammy D when he was doing his press conference, he just come from crying. He had a jokes when he was in the press conference because he say it sucks to not be starting part. It sucks to lose a battle, but he had a jokes. What he crying for? He thought he was playing good or something?
It was his job.
Exactly. I mean, the Raiders on a while, if they bring a quarterback in after minicamp, it basically means that you just didn't do enough.
Right.
So
he came in during minicamp. I mean, you already had a stronghold of that playbook.
Right.
Baker started on that playbook. So you should have already been far ahead than Baker was.
And then I read something and a report that they say it wasn't actually really, the competition wasn't even really that close.
Wow.
Meaning to say like Baker kind of took control of the offense from Ole.
Right.
What they wanted to see was how well can Baker seize the moment, take control, get the respect of his locker room, and he did all those stuff from Ole. Ben McAdoo say he was quite impressed with how he grasped the offense and just how he grasped the room. So I mean, things are looking good. As we say, his first game was against Cleveland. It's not like we know what his circumstances is. That's the team that drafted him #1 overall and said, we don't believe in you anymore. We're going with Deshaun Watson. So we know how that is. He's gonna have emotion. He at least he admitted. He said, "I'm not a robot. I will have feelings." Can he temper his emotion and play football, or will he make it about himself? That's the question. That is the big question there, Jizzle. If
He
we
just have
can
to play within the offense. That's it.
exactly, you know, some person can do it, some persons can't. Some persons hold a grudge. He just has to play with him himself. I think the game is a lot closer than people would think. I mean, again, you're not playing the Deshaun Watson, you're playing Brissett. Ain't like Brissett dominate no game. If the defense plays to their potential, this game is a lot closer than a lot of persons really realize. And we're playing at home. The energy gonna be different. First game of the season, we know how the first game of the season is. We got a home field advantage. We supposed to,
Yeah.
I think we should be go 27-20. So we'll see how it goes when the season does start. But team wise, we are looking good. After being named starter, as she say, your quarterbacks, when you got good defense on your team, you're gonna get a lot of bad things. He got manhandled in practice this yesterday. Them nearly
But
killed him in practice.
it's Jalen Hurts, so I mean,
Yeah, them had pick six, fumble on the snap off kind of thing. The defense was dominating. And I heard everybody say not a good day for the offense after just being named quarterback. Yeah, but that's that's your team. Your team has a strong defense. So we just gotta look at it like that. But I'm excited. I want to see how the cuts go. I do think we're gonna pick up some offensive line depth and probably another defensive line one when the waiver wire comes around. We'll pick someone up after the teams, and we're gonna release some persons. So no surprise cuts when we had to get our team down to 80. No surprise cuts. But like Shane and me, the first team is playing this week. So that's a crucial step. A good test against the Bills. If the Bills do play their starters, that's a good test. That's a team that almost makes it to the Super Bowl. So we'll see what we're made of, and we'll see how everything is. Shaq Thompson just came off the PUP list, so he's back, but he's not gonna play. He'll be ready for week 1. So I know a lot of persons ain't gonna count out the Panthers this year. I think a lot of persons got the Panthers going as a wild card team. What? Who's the Buccaneers? I don't care about them.
as long as I watch out the seats.
Hey, can you want your high pick?
Got the Saints and the Falcons. I ain't know what Harman do against Brady.
I watch out the seats. I just
Who?
want
Who that is?
Tom?
We got 3 lockdown corners like the Eagles too, you know. JC Han, Dante Jackson, and CJ Henderson. We man pressing everybody. With Brady gonna throw this ball.
We gonna see.
And then we got a rookie out there called Brandon Smith, a linebacker. But he done kill all the tight ends. And
That is-
Jeremy Chin.
That the same card as that Brady read last year.
No, here, rookie, here. Who? No, man. No. Brady ain't right none of our corners. Yeah, he right the corners. That was rookies. But we got CJ Henderson, JC Han, Dante Jackson, Xavier Woods, Jeremy Chin. The secondary is legit.
Yeah,
Xavier Woods was a good pickup.
last year, right? Last year, man,
No, last year ain't this year. We had a bad team last year.
the man was sitting with garbage bags and paper bags.
That because Matt Rule and them wasn't good. Matt Rule wasn't good in the head. He finally can see that he do sharpness the first 2 years. Now he got a very good coaching staff. Steve Wilson, those guys are there. They said Matt Rule is much more relaxed as in they said last year. He used to micromanage Joe Brady. No, you're a head coach. Leave the quad. They say he don't even tell McAdoo nothing because McAdoo got head coaching experience.
Yeah.
Steve Wills got head coaching experience. You got veterans there that know how it is. So they say he's more relaxed. He's a head coach now. So and most people, I read something that they say, let's be fair, let's put it be fair. McAdoo is a really good coordinator, a shitty head coach, but a really good coordinator. There's some coaches that are really good coordinators but terrible head coaches. So he has experience in both. So the offense is more free flowing. Then we got the defense. Steve Wilson and Phil Snow, those guys good. I ain't worried. We there. We coming. And I going to buy a chef hat, Jizzle. The hat gotta be made.
I hope, I just hope.
You
Ah,
just
man.
you just watch it because the chef hat got to come partner. So with Carolina out the way, we turn our attention to week 3. It's the final preseason week. We know how it is. It's like a dress rehearsal for most teams. It'll go. Some teams will play a half. Some teams will play a quarter. We just know that's the last week, and then you got a 2 week break before football officially starts the regular season because there's no more
Number
fourth.
7.
There's no more fourth, but I know next week's show we'll go more in depth with all our rosters because all our rosters will be down to basically 53 unless the ones the waiver wires come true. So we'll go in depth with our rosters, how we liking them, what we like to see change next week, and then some. Then we shift our attention to week 1, the preview of our games, boy. So
Mhm.
we'll
Somebody
go.
better, somebody better tell them bears we coming, eh? We coming.
But we'll have our shows, other shows on before too. So
You'll be back
we'll
to Saturday.
we'll extend back our normal days here. So probably the Saturday especially we'll go through what we expect to see on Sunday. So the September 11th is the first week. We'll be back on September 10th as well. So that would be good. Any news or what's been going on around the league? I know we had a trade. Shane partner Mullins got to Minnesota because he wasn't going to beat Stidham out in Oakland.
And
And
and Minnesota believe that Killimon is shit.
that just goes to show you that they don't think Keleman is ready yet. They drafted him in the second round or something like that, but he's not ready. You got a veteran backup now in Nick Mullins to back up Kirk Cousins. So that's them. I know said the Raiders are expected to release Kenyan Drake, the running back. So that'll be a veteran running back out there for someone that probably looks
Still got a couple of veteran running backs out there too.
out there. Yeah, Kenyan Drake. He did well last year for the Raiders as a good complimentary back.
Mhm.
But he'll be on the market. I know Jesse Bates reported to camp.
Yep.
He ended his holdout and he reported to camp.
Yep.
Um,
Roquan's still holding up. Roquan said he can leave it up to him to he believe in himself. So
yeah, no, he ended holdout.
he ended.
Yeah, he
He ended.
playing. He said he can play under that last 1 year deal. That's why he say he can play, believe in himself and play.
So
So yeah, so he's back now. So he's back and he's gonna do what he has to do. Outside of that, not much else. I think we'll get a lot of news around the league next week when the cuts happen. So we'll have a lot of news next
a
week.
lot.
So we'll have a very busy show next week when we go through what's going on with our teams and around the league. Because there's going to be a lot more. I think teams just kind of waiting out until this third preseason game done. Really don't see much transactions. And with football comes fantasy. And all 3 of us are in fantasies. So we just ready for everything. Fantasy, regular season, cuts, everything we just ready for. We can't wait for we can't wait for football to just I mean it started, but we can't wait for week 1.
Haven't been this excited since 2018.
Exactly. So KG got something to look forward to.
Expectations
Shane got
high.
something to look forward to. And Sheila got something to look forward to. So
Expectations high. No.
we gotta see how it
Will it
goes.
translate to the season? We'll see.
That's another thing. Will it translate? That's the other thing there. So we just can't wait until football starts. That's the main thing for us. And we just got to see what happens as the week goes on.
Wait.
We're gonna have some. I don't think we'll see much news until those games happen. but I could be wrong. Probably may see a trade or two still. You
I
never
think
know.
Yeah, Riga still dangling on the trade block
yeah, I think
because
I think
as for now, Brenton Covey might take his spot, and same thing for Devin Allen, the Olympic speedster hurdler, might take
Mhm.
his spot as well too. So I mean, right, as for now, I think the only reason why we haven't released Jalen Rigger is because of the contract. That first wrong money. That's the only reason why he hasn't been released. Other than that, he's on the trade block.
But it don't make sense to release him yet until the 53-man roster
True.
comes into effect
That's
too.
true too. That's
You
true too.
hold them for extra bodies.
Right.
unless
So
he get
even
unless he get
e-
traded.
yeah, even the players that you guys talk about, they don't need to be there. So they're just extra camp bodies until you really need to release them. So I'm sure the same ones that you guys talking about and say them need to get from here, they will be gone. But you just didn't need to release them then.
Right.
True.
They'll be gone by time you guys see your 53-man rosters there. But I think our positive voice coming from all three of our camps so far, outside of the Matt Corral injury, I've been pleased with everything. I don't have any issues. I know KG, it's all about how it performs, and with Shane, it's all about the development of Trey Lance.
Also,
So,
Jonathan Gannon, no, he on the hot seat too, you know. You
That's
got
it.
pieces on defense here. Ain't no
He's
excuses no
running
more.
away.
No, this nonsense vanilla defense can't happen no more, you know. You got pieces on defense now. Make it work.
well, you got good line, you got good secondary.
Right. You got
You
solid
got
linebackers,
a week one matchup.
the Lions. Make it
That's
work. Make it
I
work.
think the Lions might go with that. That's a nice team.
Make it work.
He said the Lions might go with that.
Dan Campbell is
If
changing
you see,
the
if you
way.
see me coming here hot, it might not be Jalen Hurts. It might be costing Jonathan Gannon.
No, no, I ain't gonna win that because Jameson Williams missing the first 4 games of the season. So you get away.
That too. But he would have to go against Slay.
Slick can't keep up with Jameson Williams.
Wow,
You
wow,
take, you
wow.
take it easy. You take
And
it
then
easy.
plus you got DJ Chark, Amar St. Brown, Swift, Hackinson. But
BJ
this
Chuck,
lawyer,
BJ Chuck will just run straight. That's it.
no,
Who
no,
is who is the quarterback?
as
I know
KG, as my partner KG just say, he makes him a ball. That's what KG not tell me.
Trent Dilfer win Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl too.
So you gotta respect him.
I know.
A lot of people out there, Dan Marino, he light up the league, he never make a Super Bowl.
I know, right?
Okay,
Those,
okay.
he could have throw the ball. He at least he could have damn decently throw the ball and play quarterback.
They say Goff is looking pretty well this year, partner.
Gav, they
He,
say
for-
Gav is good
Who
this
he,
said
year.
that?
he got the insiders and the reporters. He got targets now.
He did look good in preseason. I can't lie.
Yeah, he got target. He finally got last year. Who he had to throw the ball to? Sim Brown was a rookie. He had nobody.
Nobody.
Tyrell Williams was injured.
That was it. They have-
Hackinson was So now you got DJ Chark, you got Sid Brown, you got Hackinson, you got Swift. Imagine when Jameson Williams come back. But he got people for days.
I got
This Lions gonna take over this NFC now.
Yeah, I know you got favorite saying when we playing quarterbacks. But the real Jerry Jones can stand up.
I think he gonna show himself this year, partner.
But we're gonna see. He first tested against the Eagles. Deemed one of the best, actually not one of the best quarterback tandem in the NFC.
24-21 Detroit.
ain't no lies. Ain't no lies. Ain't no lies being shown.
24-21 Detroit.
It's too early.
Nah, Gav.
It's too early for that. It's too
Oh
early.
no, the defense sucks. So KG gonna win.
It's too early for that.
Ain't gonna be no father Goff. It's the father of the defense.
Gap gonna throw 3 picks.
He said that. What kind of nonsense I hear here?
Gap gonna throw 3 picks and fumble once.
No, you see, talking to you with anybody that come on the NFC West, you got personal vendetta against everybody on the NFC West. So we can't take your judgment fit because it ain't actually fair. You talk about anybody, the only person I never see Shane cuss up was the fella that do the bad man dance whenever he do the sack.
Who, Zach Allen?
Zach Allen. He don't do the bad man dance. But everybody that come on the NFC West, she ain't got issue with it. Every quarterback. Let me just put it like that. Every quarterback.
Three
You,
picks, one full
you got
one.
issued Russell.
Huh?
You crazy?
What?
He's telling Russell just out run up, not that bomb the ball on the field now, I think.
If
Okay,
he
but
had Russell on his team, he had two Super Bowls.
Wow, 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 wow.
that ain't the point though.
If he had Russell, he had two Super Bowls, man.
That ain't the point.
Russell would have had your team clicking.
I mean, I had three,
Okay, all right. Well, 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 it's done.
but still though, you know them damn feet twins ball in the air. Play against Russell is disgusting. Just like what's that Kyler?
He don't get injured. Tell you that.
He
Well,
don't get he
that is that AFC West gonna be a division to watch by. Them games gonna be elite.
I
Yeah,
would
the
be
game
highly
will be good.
disappointed if somebody from the AFC West don't make it Super Bowl this year.
No man, I wouldn't say that. There is a strategy, but the AFC still got strong teams. I'd never conquer the Bills,
The
the
biggest
Bengals.
the biggest problem right now, I think, and when we get into these discussions when the season actually start, them Chargers should be a number one A-lister team, but that coach is a joke. That
No,
coach,
okay, yeah, you see them ladies young coach like Brandon Staley. He just come under Sean McVay, was the defensive coordinator 1 year for the Rams, and now he's the head coach.
Hmm.
Look at thing now, the Vikings went with Kevin O'Connell, but the difference is he got more veterans on that team that could handle it. You know, with the Chargers, a young quarterback outside of Keenan Allen, a lot of younger players, you gotta have a veteran leader leading that team.
like you got
Well,
hit,
he ain't
you
got no
got
excuse this year. I'll tell you that. He don't. If the Chargers don't make playoffs, he get fired for sure.
the
He get
players
the
gonna play, right? The players gonna play, but the coach still gotta make it happen.
Yeah, he gonna get fired if he don't make it this year. I'll tell you that for sure. He better
Yeah,
make it this year.
yeah, you show me he can't make it. He be like he'll buckle under pressure.
NFC Championship game Super Bowl. I mean AFC Championship game Super Bowl for the Chargers.
I think so too.
I mean that's it right there. Super Bowl. That team is stacked.
How I don't look at it. If a man gets sacked 62 times and still makes Super Bowl, ain't nobody could make it.
Joe Burrow, right?
Cause a nearly every week Joe Burrow won for his life, and he still makes Super Bowl.
That dude is mentally tough.
Yeah, he's mentally tough. He
That
black.
dude is mentally tough. That's a quarterback I want.
Eminem, dog. You can't stop Eminem.
It's quarterback I want. To get hit all them times and still stand up and deliver the ball and win games.
Plus, you also gotta have a Jamar Chase on your team too.
Still though.
'Cause that's a sick man. Jamar Chase, T Higgins, Bide. The only position they had strength was the tight end. 'Cause Uzuma was just a good red zone target.
That's true. That's true.
But no, they built that line. That line get fixed up this year.
They
Yeah,
did.
So if their biggest weakness was getting sacked up all the time, I don't know what they're gonna do this year.
that AFC tough, fam.
AFC tough. AFC
Yeah, you got a 4 and AFC West teams plus the Bills, in my opinion, and the Bengals.
We should say,
I don't know.
We should say, the NFL got run through the NFC West, but no, the NFL got run through that AFC back.
You guys think the Dolphins gonna make some noise this year?
Yes, they had a reason not to last year, but they had them little stupid trauma.
the same way how Jalen Hurts is on the hot seat as well. Is the same thing for Tua. No excuses. There's no more excuses.
Well, he ain't gotta do much with Cheetah and Waddle there for sure.
Not cheating on Waddle. Devontae Parker still there, right?
No, he in New England.
New England.
Yeah, they traded him.
But
Yeah,
You gotta get second there.
still out here.
Hill,
So I mean, you got two of the fastest receivers in the NFL that can run routes. You know what I mean?
So it's a lot of yak out there, yards after catch.
It's a lot of yak.
yeah, no worry.
And
You
then
can't cover none of the one-on-one. So
you got dark ass team out there. And then I think we can't ignore the fact that Tennessee we don't talk about Tennessee, but they always got a good record come season in. It's just that Tannehill can't do it. Tannehill can't do it in the playoffs. But they always last year they were first or second in the conference.
That dude Vrabel is just a damn good head coach.
Yeah, so you can't go there and disrespect the Titans. It's just that when we know when they make playoffs, that's probably it.
He got some Belichick in him.
Yeah.
AFC got hit us way. Yeah, see, I hear
and
that.
then um again, Chris Ballard and those guys brought in Matt Ryan because they feel their quarterback away from making some serious
That's not a
nice.
team
Oh,
again.
That the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts don't have a bad team, you know. It was always the quarterback with the issue.
KG Bay got show me that. He let me down last year.
Who?
The coach.
So Frank
Frank
Reich?
Wright?
Yeah, he let me down last year.
So you blame Frank Wright more than Wentz last year?
Yeah, run the fucking ball. Run the fucking ball. You got the
At,
number one running back in the league. Run the
at
ball.
some point, but we all know at some point the quarterback got to make a throw.
He
Yeah,
did,
exactly.
but when the opportunities, when we watch all them games now, we
No, Wentz he did that last game of the season.
no, I ain't gonna like. I ain't talking about the last game of the season. I ain't talking about the whole year. Though you have that elite run game. You have
But
to.
remember, Wentz was they needed to win the Jaguars on that last game,
He
He
still got to
and
play that game. He still
and
got
they
to play that game.
stunk up the
He,
joint on that last game.
Hey,
Frank Reich didn't run the ball through.
he went over 20 game plan. Them run the ball.
No man, you sure they didn't run? They run the ball a lot that game.
So we can
Nah,
go
they
back to
run the ball
that.
like 15 times
The
that game.
stats for that.
Okay,
I think
Yeah,
what he did when he touched the ball 11, 12 times.
yeah, 15 times that game, or something like that.
Yeah, he touched the
Yeah,
ball. Yeah, that run actually touching that ball 30 times a game.
remember when you're done early, you got to throw it.
Run
it wasn't
the
down.
ball.
It was a close. It was a close game.
I
Run.
blame Wentz. I don't blame
I
Wright.
blame it. I blame it. I blame
I'm
it.
not putting it on Frank Wright.
Some
Now,
of it
even
was
Frank Wright went there and admitted Wentz was not the answer.
You gotta show me. Ray gotta show me this year.
KG would love to have Frank Wright as the head coach.
oh hell yeah.
Exactly. I like Frank Wright. Sheen.
Like he just gotta show me. I think like I said,
I,
he let me down last year.
I put more blame on Wentz than Frank Wright
Run the ball.
in all of that. I tell Wentz,
I think you're
you
giving
honestly feel that Wentz would never get back to that
Sporadic.
Super Bowl year.
That injury, the injuries for him. That ACL injury and stuff like that. That was it for Wentz. Wentz never been sprayed like that after that.
And when you look at it, remember all the reports that came out of Indianapolis. He was not like a leader. He couldn't. You can't coach him hard and them kind of stuff. You quarterback, you got to be the leader of the team. They say he was. He always looked like he wasn't like into it and them kind of things. You can't. That means you don't want to win. You need fire out there. You need passion out there.
I think he has fire and passion.
I hope you don't go there and kind of washing up.
I think he has fire and passion.
Yeah.
The problem is that he's one of them who came from that small town North Dakota state. You understand? Who he never played with.
No, I don't want to hear that because Trey Lance is
That
from
was
North
it.
Dakota
No, no,
State.
no. Trey Lance play with them. Trey Lance is one of these. He play with them boys out there. You understand? It's a big difference. It's a big difference.
Nah.
It's a big difference. It's a
Nah.
big difference.
No.
He come from the streets.
No. I
It's a big
don't want to hear
difference.
that. I
Different
don't
one.
want to hear that.
It's a
So what you
different.
say? Wentz come from a gated community?
I guarantee that's what it is.
Look at you. Look at you. So when our parents taking about partner pan and throw at us, he get time up and went in the corner.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So you trying to tell me when disobey on the field, we gotta put him on a timeout?
Right.
Well, sir.
Probably what it is.
You can't do him with the face mask.
Probably what it is.
Well, sir.
But we
I
got
tell you.
I mean, we got you know.
there's some very good strategic moves this off season.
Remember, this offseason was a year's offseason of the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
A lot of movement.
a
A
lot of
lot.
a lot of teams that should on paper be stronger this year.
I
So
wish
I
we
want,
could get Russell
I
though,
want
boy.
to see
If
what
you
gonna
imagine
happen.
we had Russell on this team, boy.
I want to see what gonna happen.
But if we had Russell, we wouldn't get AJ Brown. So
I
Are
want
you
to see
had? Are you got hot? Are you good?
eh.
All right. So
we got some,
again, next week Tuesday we'll be back again, and like I said, we'll go through our rosters and every other news around the NFL that we gonna see. I'm sure we're gonna talk about some move that we were like, whoa, surprising, a trade or a cut or pick up, and we're gonna talk about that next week, as we will have those stuff next week. Monday and Tuesday, you're gonna see a lot of stuff happening.
A
And by
lot.
the time we get on our show, probably one of the West Coast teams finishing up. But there's gonna be a lot to talk about next week as we head into week one of the regular season.
Yes, sir.
So again, we're gonna check all our viewers who watch the show. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, same time, 8 o'clock. And anybody that ever wants to join in on our show, you just need to send us your email, and you can always jump in on the show and talk some football, whichever team you be. You talk some football with us. Just don't come here and talk nothing about Chef Baker. Or else you get kicked. Outside of that, we'd be happy to have everybody, anyone on the show. I think during the season we'll get a lot of persons on the show as well that they talk about their team, and we just go from there. But week one is a what? 3 weeks away? It's three,
But about 2.5, maybe.
2.5. Because the first game starts on Thursday. So, no, 3 weeks on Thursday. 3 weeks.
2.5.
About 2.5. Yeah.
No, tomorrow is Wednesday and then Thursday.
Yeah, but 2 weeks from now is the
The
6th.
first game. The first game started Thursday, right?
The
The 8th.
6th now.
So 2 weeks on. It's not 11.
Yeah, but
11.
Oh, it's a Thursday night game.
Thursday night game.
Oh, yeah, no, no, not him,
Yeah.
but the 11. The Thursday night game. So 2 weeks
Actually,
from Thursday.
that week, 2 weeks from
Yeah,
now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from Thursday, yeah. Because next week is basically a boy week. And then the
Right.
week after, it starts.
Right after Labor Day, we on.
We on. The popcorn. 9:11.
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock. Everybody game in here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
We gonna be on. I gonna be on.
All right, if things ain't going my way Sunday, going to sleep all day.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, if I ain't go how I want to see, I ain't come down the show. You know. I call check out Tuesday.
You need to stop it. You need to stop it.
If the
No,
land,
no, no.
the lands ride me, you won't see this big smile.
If them give us them replacement referees again, I ain't coming on the show.
You gotta
And
stop
some strange reason we always get replacement referees.
you gotta stop next year. That's something you gotta stop.
Cause they will try to sabotage Baker against the Bronx for money purposes. You know how the NFL is all about money.
We see. One week at a time, man. Don't get too ahead of yourself. 1 week at a time. Let's do week 3 of the preseason, see everything go. And then we'll come out and get ready for week 1.
21-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
Guys, we'll see later.
Bold statement from
I
bold
can't
statements, boy.
deal with this boy. I need a nail
From
either.
bold statements.
All right, so next week.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yes, I.
All right, peace.